Hello, this is Essie, the homeless woman. I've been on the road today. This is my third video. So, I've been getting a lot of things, thinking a lot. You know, when you pray a lot, when you have a closer relationship with the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, He start pouring things into you. Um, Information. He start revealing things to you, even things you didn't even ask Him for. He start giving you things. Um, You know, it's just like my example that I can use is just like a person. When you're friends with someone, right? Let's say you have a best friend. And then let's just say you have a friend that she's not a best friend, but you talk to her from time to time. And sometimes y'all might go out to eat every now and then. But your best friend, y'all always talking on the phone. Y'all always going somewhere. Either you going to her house or she's coming to your house. You going to any type of celebration that she's having and vice versa. Maybe you going to her house on the holidays or something. That best friend is going to know more about you and vice versa because you're best friends, because your relationship is much closer, because you talk to each other on a daily basis versus the friend that you don't talk to that much. She's going to know a lot less about you and you're going to know a lot less about her. That's how it works with the Heavenly Father. The more you talk to Him, the more He reveals things to you. The closer you are to Him, the more He will tell you things. So I've been getting a lot of things coming to me, just enlightenment. And one of the things that came to me maybe a month or two ago was, remember when they was closing those Walmarts? um they didn't give the employees no type of notice or anything. They just closed them Walmarts. Those people had to look for them a job, with no type of warning. And then they turned the Walmarts into something else. Kind of looked like a prison to me. There was like a watchtower in the parking lot, in the middle of the parking lot. Kind of looks almost like a prison or some type of place where they're going to hold people. So that has happened some years ago. I don't know. I'm sure they probably have been closing other Walmarts and changing them into that. But some people said that the inside was like empty. And I think I heard someone say that I can't remember what he said was inside of it, but I have been watching the Master's Voice for several months now, and she did say that she was shown dreams and visions that the United States will have a civil war that was going to last about 3 years, and that the military is going to be basically, they're going to treat us like they treat people in other countries. They're not going to be nice to us because we are American citizens and they are too. That's not going to happen. They're going to be basically an enemy to us. And I believe that a lot of the men that are coming over here from other countries right now, because I saw a video of Biden saying that, because Texas wanted to stop it, and Biden said, I saw a video of him saying that they would send the military to Texas to stop them from stopping the illegal aliens from coming over here, especially if they're military age men. Now, why would Biden want military age men from another country, from other countries in the U.S.? Why? I know why. I hope you thinking what I'm thinking. They're going to turn those men into military men in the U.S. This is what I believe. It's going to be easier for those men to be against us because they ain't one of us. So when the Civil War happens, that they are going to unite the government, the military is going to come out. Now I don't know exactly when they're going to come out, because the Civil War is supposed to last for 3 years. So I don't know exactly when they're going to come out. But there will be American military, and I'm sure a lot of them will be from other countries. That's why they bring them in here. I hear 30,000 a month are being flown into the U.S. I believe those are the men that they're going to use, as they're going to turn them into military men. They're going to train them, and they're going to use those men against us. They're not one of us, so they won't have no problem treating us any kind of way they want to treat us. So I had thought about those Walmarts. I said, I bet you that's when they plan on using the Walmarts. So I was watching the Master's Voice, and Celestial said that in her dream or vision, she saw military tanks. She said they just appeared. She said she don't know where they came from, but she said that they just appeared all over the country. They didn't like come from one location and spread out. She said they just appeared. So that made me think about the Walmarts. I mean, what building is big enough to hold military tanks? Walmarts. So, I mean, there could be other buildings too that are empty, that they're holding them in, waiting for the day. Also, I just watched a video, and the man said that the Walmarts that they closed are going to be military bases. That all these Walmarts are basically, they got some connection with the government, and that when the military wants a Walmart, they close it. They just close it. They send all the products to other stores, and then the military takes that Walmart and they pays Walmart a big sum of money. So I said, oh, okay, just what I thought. I knew it was going to be some type of prison or some type of place where they're going to hold people, but I never thought a military base. So Walmarts are all over this country. So I was thinking about that, and there's going to come a time that people are going to have to leave this country. And I know it's going to be some people that's not going to want to leave. But I'm thinking, because I done prayed, and Yahweh has revealed to me the year that I need to be out of here, out of the U.S. I got time. But I want to let you guys know, at least about 4 to 5 years, you should be trying to leave the U.S. And I know everybody's not going to listen. I understand that. But you know, it says in the Bible, who has an ear, let him hear. The message is only for certain people, not for everybody. I see people buying houses. I'd be like, I got a friend right now. She wants to buy a house. I have told her the things that's going to happen here, but she don't believe me. So what can I do? I can't make her listen. I can't make her do what I want her to do. But I can only tell her, even though I know she don't want to hear it, because when the time comes, she'll say, Essie tried to tell me. So, it was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember right now. I'll be back with you in a minute. You know I don't write down what I need to say. I just try to remember it. So I remember what I wanted to say. I don't know what state this is in, but I remember seeing a video a while ago of this big white, it looked like a concentration camp. And it was basically in the middle of nowhere. And it was huge, huge. Like rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of buildings. And they were white. And it basically, when I looked at it, I thought like a concentration camp, a place where you hold people. That's what I thought. And it was all around. It was just grass. It was like out in the middle of nowhere. It's in the U.S. And so I'm like, that look like they're going to hold somebody there, hold people there. I never thought American citizens would be held there until I was listening to the Master's voice. In one video, she talked about how there were these rooms that they're going to take people. Okay. So they want to change America. They don't want you to have no more rights, no more freedom of speech, no more free religion to worship whoever you want to worship. There will come a time that will not be allowed here. There will come a time there will be no Bibles will be allowed here. And so you know how there's people that is so, the flag, the Constitution, our rights. A lot of people is very strong, and they will fight for their rights. They will fight to keep their guns and all this stuff. Ooh, I don't think I was supposed to say that, huh? Dang it. Anyway, so there will come a time that all this stuff will not be allowed here. Hold on a minute. My battery was going dead, so I had to plug up my cell phone. So anyway, I may have to make another video if that one gets striked or something, because I said that word, you know. But those people, they're just going to get rid of those people. They're not going to take the time to try to retrain them, to make them submissive. They're just going to off them. They're just going to off them. They ain't got time for that. So she talked about being in these rooms. And so each person is going to have a room. And she said there's going to be a mirror, but it's going to be a two-way mirror. And that it's going to be people that can look into your room. Also, she said that each room behind the two-way mirror is going to be a light, like red, green, and yellow. Red is going to mean that this person is going to be offed. There's no training them. They're going to take care of them. Green is this person is okay. They okay to be retrained, or they're okay with whatever the United States put down as law, that they okay with that. They submissive to that. And yellow means that they have the potential to be retrained, you know, and to go into the new America, the new world order. So when she was talking about these rooms, she was talking about, you know, she also talked about the food that they're going to feed you, and they're going to be putting things into the food. And she said it didn't work with her because she would eat late at night, odd hours of the night while everybody else was asleep. So what they put in the food had wore off. It wasn't as strong in the daytime when everybody else ate versus late at night during graveyard time when she would eat. so it didn't work too good on her. But I know she kept talking about these rooms, and so it came to me. I'm wondering, is that what I saw years ago it's in a YouTube video where these white rows of buildings were in another state off by itself, and it's like a helicopter or maybe a drone that's way up in the sky and is video recording this. It might be still on YouTube, I don't know, but it came to me. I bet you that's the place with the rooms that they're going to hold the people and determine whether they can be retrained or whether they're going to be offed. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, what I was thinking, because a lot of things come into my mind and then they're confirmed later, like with the Walmarts. But I know that we need to be, for the people that can hear, don't buy no houses in the U.S. This is not the time to be buying houses in the U.S. This is not the time to be, you know, starting businesses and you know, things like that. This is the time to be getting yourself together to leave the U.S. because it's going to come a time where we are going to be told there will be no more laws in our favor. When the president, which she said is going to be Obama again, she said that there's Kamala Harris is going to be president after they put a Biden away and said that he's incapable. Kamala Harris is going to be the president. And I don't know how long she's going to be the president. Then Obama is going to come back into office, and he's the one. She is going to start while Kamala Harris is in president, destroying the Constitution, destroying our civil rights and stuff. And then Obama is going to take over. So, I never even thought about, well, I have thought about living in other countries, but I think it would be good. I think it would be nice to live in another country. I'm just so used to this country. But I'm sure that I won't even go through all the racism that I go through in this country. And, well, not the country I'm thinking about going to, because there's other countries that you will go through, probably even more. But I don't want to go there. So, yeah, just wanted to tell you guys what I was thinking. And people really shouldn't be at this time buying houses, because she also said that there will come a time that people want to sell their house and nobody's going to buy it because ain't nobody going to have no money. And when people, they're going to be pressuring the real estate agent to sell their house. The real estate agents are going to be under extreme stress, she said, because people are going to be pressuring them to sell their houses, and it just won't be nobody to buy the house because won't nobody be able to afford to buy the house. Then that's how the government is going to take the house, because there will be no more banks. I had got something from text or email from Chase talking about if you put $250,000 in the bank, they will give you $2,500. If you put $500,000 in the bank, they will give you $5,000. I was like, what? Who got that kind of money? I ain't never got no email or text asking you to put that amount of money in the bank. That's a lot of money. it's usually always something a lot less, maybe 500, maybe 1,000, or telling you to get direct deposit and then we'll give you $300. But $2,500, $500,000? I said, look like they struggling. That's what I said, look like the banks are struggling if they asking people to put in that much money. Ain't no way in hell I would put that much money in the bank. And you asking me, and you never asked that amount of money in the past? It sounds like a struggle to me. Sound like the bank ain't doing too good. Anyway, I gotta start work. It's late, but better late than never. Talk to you guys in another day. Bye.